Hello everyone. So as you might have seen the last few months, I've been a lot inactive because of school and music. So my previous videos or filler ones I uploaded beside my main goal, and you probably know what it is, infinity. So you probably know that I wanted to clear two goals before quitting, infinity and the destinations. So I will upload some of this later, don't worry, but and especially to explain like what in the world does the destination means and how I found that idea. I thought I would have time to finish everything during the summer holidays, but unfortunately I didn't. So back to school is tomorrow, and I'm going to be there all the week. So I'm going to come back only during weekends because it's basically a boarding school. So I finish my goals during weekends if I have time, but mainly holidays, I guess. Once I'm done with everything I plan to do, I'll quit, like for real. I'm not going to come back like other obbies, like 18 Rot or Mario Boy Pro. They are I don't know why they do this. I mean, I believe I simply won't have the time for it. So yeah, about Infinity, it's finished. Yeah, it's finished. It's all done. Everything after 11 streams of 8 hours average. Roughly 90 hours of building on stream and probably around 200 hours of building in total, without counting the testing part. Of course, that's huge, and it's finally done. I'm so happy. The collab was, yeah, it was just amazing. I just need to test everything from section 15, aka Tower of Babel, to the end, because I just some jumps are just so impossible. So I'll have to test that and to make it possible. But I'll do this later. For now, everything from section 1 to 15 is possible, and I honestly don't think anyone will get like to section 15 in a month or so. We have spent 2 years to make it, starting on August 20th, 2022, and finishing basically a few days ago. It reached 2,000 visits before it was even finished. That was a bit odd, not gonna lie. But like I mean, the thing is, when I was testing Infinity, I actually realized that it was for complete degenerates. I'm not kidding. Like, it's so hard. It's more than twice longer than Gateway to Elysium. Might be the second longest IRB ever after the Void, with 1,772 jumps. So for anyone attempting to go through it, just good luck, especially in the 16th section, and never give up. Quick promo, by the way, you can join the Infinity Discord server in the description. So I wanted to tell you all my story, like how I got there. And by the way, this video might be so boring to you, but I don't know, this is just a normal quitting video, so whatever. Back in 2018, I started playing video games and had a lot of fun with .io games in general. So I was actually pretty good at them. And no, I wasn't playing with bots, don't worry about that. I was playing an alternate augur.io game named augur.lol. Yeah, don't ask, it truly exists. Because it had a great self-feed mode. In 2020, I got a score record of more than 218,049 teamless. Yeah, I think I remember it. I think it was around that, which I suppose was a global world record back then. And that's how I started building my will to achieve what is thought to be impossible in video games. So, by the way, to the ones who know augur.io tricks, I just loved doing pop splits, especially wall bang and reverse twirl. I also used to play Dive.io, which I honestly sucked at in the FFA and 2 and 4 teams mode. I had 47 achievements out of 50, and the ones I couldn't get was to get the 1 million score achievement, to kill 10 bosses, and to get a green shade. Yeah, I'm just telling you my whole life right now, but I've always wanted to share things I did in video games. It's also why I created this channel, because if you look at my first video, it's literally a compilation of hard stuff landed in the practice game. As soon as I started playing video games, I believe I was actually doing crazy stuff, and I've always wanted to show people what I was able to do, even to a small community. But I was able to do that only 2.5 years ago, when I finally got my laptop and, of course, a way to record without lagging. So thank you guys for allowing me the past 2 years to do what I've dreamt of doing for years. In 2021, I started getting interest in Roblox by watching videos of simulators and tycoons, because these were the games I liked watching the most. I was particularly fond of one game specifically, Magnet Simulator. One day in early 2021, I came to my friend's home, and he was a fluent English speaker, and by the way taught me many things, basically my only friend back then, and he played video games, perhaps Roblox, obby and simulators. I remember I saw him editing a tower. I remember I saw him editing a Tower of Hell grind video. I remember I saw him editing a Tower of Hell grind. I remember seeing him editing a Tower of Hell grind video, and it was quite fun. On May 2021, I decided myself to install Roblox under the help of my friend, just to play Magnet Simulator because I loved it so much. A month or two later, I reached one of the highest level possible, with 2 billion rebirths and one of the last rebirth magnets, and half of my pets being Omega Rinders, which were the hardest pets to get in the game. I had 7 of them, and I loved doing giveaways, so I kept giving Omega pets and even gave one Omega Rinder to a friend. A few of my friends back then were French people, because I kinda sucked at speaking English, even though I still do. Yeah. In late June 2021, I kind of quitted Magnet Simulator because it was pretty much all I could do in the game, and started playing difficulty chart obbies. Once again, I was introduced by my IRL friend to Roblox's DCO, aka difficulty chart obby, and it was miraculous. I loved this obby so much that I kept playing it, and even an admin named Bob trolled me at some point. The end back then was on the stage 264 or something, I think, in the nil difficulty. Now it's probably like 310. I had to rebuild the entire difficulty chart obby on my main account for recording purposes, and the raw video is actually published in my channel. You can check it out if you want. Anyways, I had the opportunity to meet the owner once, and he seemed so nice. It just made me want to create my own game. So after calling my IRL friend again, he helped me a bit with the basic scripting required to make a DCO. So that's my first game created. But it's actually private now because the checkpoint scripts had a glitch, and I decided to private it until I fix it. But I actually never did, because you know me, I sometimes never do stuff. So it was built all the way to the challenging difficulty with around 70 stages. So I started playing more and more of Jump DCO game. I got 4 in Masters DCO, and by the way, my last level completed in that game is published in my channel as one of the first videos I've ever made. Then I built my second game, a jump difficulty chart obby, which is actually insanely hard, especially near the end, with wall hop, kill brick, moving platform spams. Yes, I loved wall hops and corner clips. No wonder why I made a game literally called Wall Hop. That game, by the way, has a bunch of media corner clips. Corner clips, what the fuck did I just say? With a bunch of media corner clips in it. I was actually pretty good at wall hops before. I even completed Dark's Jump DCO with the wall hop spam at the end. As time passes, I played more and more. Discovered a pretty fun game made by Squid Magic called Max Jumps. I loved long jumps, and after 2 hours of grinding, I managed to land a 30.9 stud long jump without aluminum keys, which was, by the way, the world record at the time. But now I cannot even do a 30.3 because of physics getting worse and myself getting worse too. In December 2021, after the corner clip patch, I was playing a Trust to Trust per DCO with one of my friends named Lafronself and Mr. Chelix. They started talking about tired obbies, and I had the balls to say, "What's that?" They laughed and introduced me to the tired obbies. He was saying that he was tier 15 and that Speed Skilled was tier 21. Yeah, I didn't know anything about tired obbies before, okay? Don't judge. So Lafronself showed me his tier 9 obby, which was way too hard for me, by the way. I couldn't even pass the first trust. And so I asked him what was Dude, I can't read my text. Where was I at? Oh, there. And so, got it. There. And oh fuck, I forgot to. Whatever. Forget that. And so I asked him what was the hardest tired obby ever. He then brought me to Elegance. And I told him, "Do you think I can do the first jump? That would be so funny, lol." But I knew inside of me I couldn't do anything. I had absolutely no clue how the heck the first jump was possible, neither did he. But I somehow miraculously managed to land it in the span of 20 minutes. He was literally speechless, and so I made my first tired obby called Red Labyrinth. I guess it's a pretty good tier 7 for my first tired obby ever made. And so on, you know the routine. I started making more and more tired obbies and played more and more of them. But I mean, I wasn't really getting a lot of skill in obbies in general, because it gave me too much stress and I usually couldn't pass the first jumps. Even in obbies around tier 10, I was still beating some of them though, but I felt like it wasn't really my thing. However, testing my own ones and doing all of the jumps in them was really fun. Meanwhile, my IRL friend beat Chinku and Naruku, I learned about top jumps and just began my journey. I gained a massive skill boost from landing 10th and Undertaker, even though I tried them for fun at first and couldn't even get in any load, but I persisted and somehow, after hours of grinding, I finally did them. the bad side, I would say, of only doing top jumps is that you don't build your consistency, as you just build your precision. You know what I mean? Like, it's like tier 16 plus obbies, who are also top jumpers, have built both their precision and consistency, which means, I guess, they can get closer of landing a jump more times. Since I realized a few months ago that I would have to quit soon, I did not try to gain skill in the hobbies. I just did what I loved, one thing and only one: landing jumps. I've been retired for some months now because I did not have enough time for Roblox, and so I couldn't really know where my skill was at, and I still can't, because the last grind that actually was meaningful for me in terms of difficulty and feeling was above the reality, the final Proteus 100. But you probably know I grinded it for about 11 hours through 4 days and ended up failing the very last load in a 1 hour long attempt. Yeah, so from there I thought it would be better for me to get in the real life back and to let the mission of landing 80 RTFP to someone else. Now, as I said in the beginning of the video, there are a few videos that I will upload after this one, but just for the final goals, as I'm quitting. For those who were wondering, I put a pink thumbnail because everyone's using a black screen to announce they're quitting. I don't get it. And by the way, remember, the infinity will never truly be finished. Just saying.